Hey, what's up, guys? Hope everyone's doing well. Got kind of a nice little, very casual, very easygoing video here today. And happy Friday, by the way, to everyone out there in good old YouTube land. So I was presented an opportunity by a close friend. His name's AJ. I actually met him through my consultation service, and we talk once a month. But he had come across a full pack of 20 U.S. mint sealed 1962 Proof sets, and he even wrote a little message on this photo mailer here. Hope everything's well. Please open this Proof set for me to check if the Franklin half is the DDR, which after doing some research, the main cherry pickers guide varieties for the 62 Franklin half dollar, there is no double to die reverse, but a very interesting one. There's a FS101 DDO that we'll check and see if there's one in there, and more than likely, if there's one of these two varieties, then there's probably going to be more in that pack that he has. But there's also a very interesting FS901 Franklin half dollar, which I guess the community has called a misplaced mid-mark. So we'll see. And I'll show you guys some photos on that. So AJ, we'll take a look at this for you, brother. Thank you for sending that to me, and then I'll go right back to you if it's anything cool. So, yeah, I mean, we're prepping for the Pittsburgh A&A Money Show, and I'm gonna be there for about 3 or 4 days. Me and my wife are gonna check things out. I'm gonna be participating in a pretty big event for Whatnot. As you guys know, I sell on that platform now. And it's also a collaborative function with NGC, the grading company. We are actually going to do a grade off competition where it's going to be 4 influencers in the coin world today. I mean, we're pretty big, and some of them pretty well known names. But it's going to be Justin from Couch Collectibles and Blake from Coin Hub, and we are going to be going against those two guys. It's going to be myself and Renee from Storage Wars. He actually has his own, I guess he has a TikTok and YouTube, and he's got various other social media, but he's well known today from being from the show Storage Wars. So, he's kind of a trip, a little bit of a personality, so we'll see how that goes. So yeah, that's going to be next week. Yeah, so I'll be in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania for the A&A show. Should be a lot of fun, and I will do an official kind of introduction video tomorrow when I do my pocket change market report. So that way you guys get a little bit more information from that event. But there's also going to be exclusive graded coins that you could buy on Whatnot that'll have our team names on there. So I'll say Team Couch Collectibles, Team Coin Hub, Team... it's not going to be Team Renee. It's whatever his channel is on YouTube, and it's going to be Team BlueRidgeSilverhound. So, we're going to be grading coins. The one that comes out ahead wins, essentially. So, and the big prize is going to be great. It's actually going to go pay it forward to all of the people that buy on the Whatnot platform from my channel and also Renee's. So, but anyways, it gave me an opportunity to create some business cards. So I have these little square business cards with my name, logo, numismatic education, and then on the back a QR code, which just goes to my channel. More than likely, if you're watching this right now and you see this pop up on your phone, it's just going to go to my channel. So yeah, I made these up. I'm going to be handing out. Yeah, these are really nice. And then probably when I go to sell tonight on Whatnot, which by the way, I will have a coin auction stream, I'll add one of these to every single auction purchase from those folks. So those came out really well. Few little odds and ends that I wanted to talk about. Speaking of which, since we're on the topic of whatnot, I had the opportunity to buy a BU roll of 1941 Mercury dimes, and these are beautiful looking coins. And I'm selling these in my marketplace store on whatnot, and they are exceptional, very nice, brilliant, uncirculated. There's even a few, I guess, choice ones in there as well. Very, very nice looking coins, lots of luster, simply stunning. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is I have about 40 of them left. I sold through about 10 of them this week so far, but I wasn't actually promoting it too hard. If you're new to the platform and you signed up under my referral link, which usually I'll put it down below. I made a mistake of not putting it on the PCMR from yesterday. But if you're new, you want to sign up, you're going to get $15 courtesy of myself. And you could use that $15 to buy one of these, which I have on store for $15, which is priced around 25% less than what book value is for these coins. So all you have to do is buy one of those. The $15 comes off at checkout, and then all you'll have to do is pay a few dollars for shipping. So it's really easy, and you get a really nice high-end coin that you could call your own, for free, essentially. So I have these on there. They're not going to last because when I promote them tonight and through next week when I'm going to be at the ANA show, these are going to disappear fast. So if you're brand new on the platform and you got that $15 that you wanted to burn through, go ahead and check out one of those BU dimes there. They're simply beautiful, and you'd be hard-pressed to get a better value anywhere else on anything for your money. So a few pickups for the PC. So as you guys know, I'm putting together a set of the Proof 70 Ultra Cameo D100 silver stamps. So I ended up with the Steamboat Willie. Came back home with this one when we were in Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Influencer show. And I recently picked up the second one in the installment series of the Cinderella. All right, so that's what that one looks like. It's really nice, kind of like reverse proof. It's got a colorized image of the castle there in the background, and really, really, really stunning looking coins. Yeah, I mean, these are more novelty than anything else. You're gonna overpay for these, and these are already graded by NGC in these monster slabs. But yeah, I'm gonna put together a full set. I think there's like 5 or 6 coins that are going to be released. Yeah, they are coins, even though they're, stamp shaped. So that's that there. As you guys know, I opened up a few Vault Box Series 3s. So I did open up 2 more. You guys know that I got the 39 proof Jefferson nickel with the reverse of 38, in addition to that really nice looking Morgan dollar that my wife happily claimed as her own, so I don't have that with me anymore. She put that in her PC. So here are the other 2 coins that I did receive out of my 2 other vault boxes, and yes, I did pay a premium for the other 2, a lot higher than I wanted to pay personally. But here you go. We have an 1883 Liberty V nickel. This is the one with cents on the reverse, so a lot tougher coin to find. Generally, a lot of these will have the no cents, and those coins were being used as racketeer nickels. Unscrupulous individuals gold-plated those and passed them off as half eagles back during the day. So the men caught wind and were like, heck no, we're not doing that. We're going to add cents to the reverse, and that's what they did. And they didn't make nearly as many of them. So this one right here is a Mid-State 62. I've owned one of these before, but never nothing this nice. I think the last one I had was like a borderline fine VF coin that I ended up buying as part of a collection. All right, so I got that. I'm no stranger to this coin. I actually owned like 6 of these. 1935S Texas commemorative. All right, and by the way, this is a 1 of 1. They only had 1 of these, so I ended up with the 1, and then this one here, I believe they had 2 of. So I ended up 1 of 2 on this bad boy here. This is one of the prettiest coins that you will ever lay eyes on. Just a stunner. Beautiful. And I'm thoroughly happy with the coins, even though the amount of money I paid to buy the boxes didn't come close to the value I earned with the coins. And I'm okay with that. It's not an experiment. I'm just really in love with the product. And I was able to pick up 2 absolutely beautiful coins as a result. Oh, and here's that 39 Jefferson proof. Another big one that I've never owned in my collection. That's a 1 of 1 as well. Got a few of these. We're going to be selling a few of these tonight on Whatnot. These are the Golden State Mint Aztec calendar. Golly, look at the engraving work on the reverse of this coin. These things are absolutely stunning. All right. Kind of a play on some of the earlier Mexico coinage from about 70 years ago. And here's one that I bought from Treasure Town. So a coin that has always been on my bucket list. It's not the prettiest looking example, but I ended up with one. This is a 1849 France 5 francs. Nice, well-circulated example. Probably an old cleaning at one point, but here's kind of the caveat with this coin. And not that I didn't know that that was already on there. Me personally, I don't care. But it has this thing right here, which indicates to me that this coin was probably an old mount and some jewelry. So it's got some soldering there that was attempted to be ground off. And seeing as how it's on the top, this was probably used as a necklace, all right, because I don't see any other areas along the edge. And you can tell that this has the lettered edge on there, but simply just a beautiful large size coin that is roughly about the size of a $50, but, you know, a little bit larger than a $50, but smaller than a traditional like Morgan dollar today. But very beautiful. Again, this has been on my bucket list. These things are very expensive from this era. And I'm happy to add one of these to my collection. And thank you, Christian and Isaiah, for selling this one to me. That's fantastic. In case you haven't checked them out, Treasure Town, they also sell on Whatnot as well. They have a website, and they're also on YouTube. Probably one of the most informative, educational channels you'll see out there. And before we get into AJ's 62 proof set, we do have a few coins I want to talk about for tonight's show. I haven't done one of these proper in a little while, but I figured I'd go ahead and share real quick. So we picked up some really nice type pieces for tonight's show. We have a 1930S Lincoln Memorial Cent, graded PCGS Mint State 64 red brown. Nice early date, and you traditionally don't see a lot of these that are in this nice a shape. And a lot of the little micro scratches and scuffs you see is on the plastic and not on the actual holder. This is an older graded piece because it's got the older hologram. But yeah, we got that one there. One of my favorite varieties, 1961 D over horizontal D, Lincoln Memorial Cent. Very well sought after. This one's graded 64 red. It's also FS501 in the Cherry Picker's Guide. And I don't think I'm going to be able to get in close enough to show you the variety. Maybe I can. You can see just a little bit of the D that's been rotated horizontally there on the left side of the mint mark. So it's kind of hard to see. Let's see if we could do this trick here. Don't know if we can, but it's worth a shot. Or maybe I ought to pan out a little bit like this before I do that. So, yeah, I don't do it as well as like CoinGeek does. I wish I can one day. There you go. A little bit better. So you can see the horizontal D there. So pretty nice. Nice coin. Someone's going to be really happy with this one. And the last one I had was raw. And it was a blockbuster. So we have a graded one here. Here's a rarity. Believe it or not, this 2018 fractional Libertad is quite scarce. It's a 1/20th ounce silver. Mexico Mint only made 7,900 of these or something like that. Something crazy. And I know the mintages on the fractional Libertads are generally microscopic. They are tiny. And I have this one here in a Proof 70 Deep Cameo that we're going to offer tonight. We also got a 77 Mexico 100 peso. This one's NGC Mint State 65. Beautiful coin. Take a look at the reverse. Again, some of that influence there that you see on a lot of Mexico coinage. Just really stunning. Nice high-grade piece. Even has the silver content, 0.720 right on the coin, which is what I think is really awesome. Just a really nice 1889 Morgan with some nice peripheral toning, Mid-State 62. Check out that reverse, though. That's really what's going to win the day on this one. You got some majestic blues, some of that steely blue. You got some rose in there. Right in here, you got a combination of rose and some magenta. Just a very attractive, very, very attractive coin right here. And a couple of the bigger ones. I've only owned one other one than this, this one. I own multiple FS 1502s, which is the S over horizontal S RPM. This is just the S over S, which is a rarity in its own right. This one is the XF40 through PCGS. This one is a stunner. Check out the wood graining on this one. Oh, that obverse, wow. Such a beauty. My first time offering a 1909S. It's not a VDB, and I'm okay with that. That's a rather pricey coin. And I don't think I'm quite there yet with my clients. You know, we're still crawling before we're walking and building my platform there. And then probably one of the rarest Buffalo nickels you could come across. This is actually the second lowest mintage of the Buffalo nickels at only 1.2 million made. This is the 31S, and I have an absolutely stunning Mid-State 65 coin here. Check that out. Wow. Yeah, this is a beautiful archival, beautiful, nice golden tone. Stunner. There's only one other coin with a lower mintage. I believe it's 26S. It's got like 900,000 or something. But this is one of the biggest high-profile Buffalo nickels I've ever sold on whatnot. So some of you probably get the opportunity to bid on some of these. Again, a lot of the coins are a buck and go. I start them out at $1, and then they go from there. That Buffalo nickel, I might start out at a reasonable amount, maybe not $1, but anyways, let's go ahead and check things out here with the 62 proof set. So we're looking for a couple different things, okay? The big highlight coin is obviously that Franklin half dollar. And with all of the proof coins, by the way, so it's right there, it is opened. All right, but he has a number of these that are sealed. So he doesn't know what he's looking for. We're going to take a look at this and go from there. So a couple varieties for the Franklin half dollar. Cameo contrast coins are going to be extremely important here. It doesn't matter which coin it is. If we see any sort of that mint proof frost on there, or that proof frost, that's going to be a home run. But it has to be on both sides of the coin and not just one side, because the graders will only recognize cameo and deep cameo contrast on both sides of the coin. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this out here, and there we go. And wow, the coins have color to them. Huh. Get a load of that. Now that is a surprise. I haven't opened this yet, guys. Quite frankly, I'm more than a little surprised. Look at this. Look at this Franklin right here. It's beaming with orange and red all throughout, and the same with the dime as well. These are both silver, 90% silver. And here's the strange part with this. This thing is sealed. There's nothing funny going on here. I don't feel any sort of like damage to the plastic where it'll let air in to cause that oxidation. Even the quarter has a little bit too. But these things generally don't tone. The same way that the mid sets did when they were in the cardboard holders. Some of the early 50s mid sets. So this is more than a shocker to me. Very, very attractive looking pieces. I would say if these, especially a Franklin half dollar, I don't know, I'm a little bit on the fence with the dime, but the half dollar, if it didn't have any variety or cameo or anything like that, that probably might be worth grading on its own. Now, if you look at this, you could tell that some of the, what appears to be some of the glue or some of something that that pressed each compartment here with the machine, it looks like there's something that has peeled off. You can see it shift and moved in there. You know, some of that, what I call the waffle stamp. You can see some of that there in that dime compartment. So, yeah, well, here goes nothing. Let me see if these have the varieties, and I'll show you guys what I was looking for. All right, so I can tell you right now, the Franklin half dollar is not the FS 101, which is an incredibly subtle doubled die reverse. As far as I could tell, it's not. It's most notable on the 2 and the date. Yeah, I don't really see it. And then on the reverse, the misplaced mint mark, I do not see it on there either. Which is going to be, when it says pass and stow on the Liberty Bell, right next to the word stow, just to the right of that is going to be an errant misplaced Denver mint mark, or what people have called a misplaced mint mark. And this is neither. But the toning, wow. That shocked me. Shocked me quite a bit. All right, so here are the two, I guess, main varieties for the 62 Franklin. Let's go ahead and check things out here on the computer. All right, so we're on PCGS's website. So these are the two main attributions for the date. And they have to be cherry pickers guides, and they have to have the FS number. That's the Favaz Stanton number for those 62 DDO FS 101. So we'll go ahead and click into that one first. And then we'll look at the FS 901. All right, so we're just going to look at the proof version of this coin. And then when we look at the date where you see the 2, you could see some of the doubling there on the right side of the 2. This is actually a very weak double to die. This one does not impress me a whole lot. So I'm more than a little surprised. You can see a little bit of doubling in trust as well. See the bottom of the R. And the bottoms of the letters, U, S, a little bit on the T, but yeah, right there on the 2, you see the doubling there on the right side of the 2. So yeah, that's a very unimpressive double to die, and that, you know, you can see the prices reflected across the board. So it really doesn't matter. I mean, 67 is such a high grade, 68 is even better, but it doesn't move the needle value-wise a whole lot there. The next one, the FS 901, is actually a much better looking coin as far as variety type is concerned. All right, so when we look here next to the word stow, do you guys see that little errant D right there? So people are comparing this to the Superbird quarter as being kind of like a misplaced mint mark or something. This one is a little bit more uncertain. It could very well be a little bit of a die gouge or a scratch and not so much a letter D, you know. But it's on there. You can see it there right to the right of the word stow. So, pretty incredible. But anyways, AJ, got news for you. No big varieties. However, the toning on this It's something definitely to you know, kind of consider maybe grading. I would probably send one off because I have a feeling if you have a number of these in that set, you might have other ones that have toned the same way. Because from what I know from the packaging of these things, they're not supposed to tone to this level. But yeah, that's pretty neat. And I don't see a cameo contrast on any of the coins. So no frosting on the Lincoln cent, the dime, nickel, nothing. These things are as glossy as these things are a later strike before the mid-employee actually goes back and, you know, changes out the dies or re-sandblasts the devices. So there you guys go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are going to check in tonight's Whatnot stream, I also have my links down below for both the referral link. If you're just joining for the first time, you get $15 that you could use immediately. And also the link to my upcoming show tonight. So hopefully to see you guys there. It begins 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. But that's it. You guys enjoy the rest of your Friday, and hopefully I'll see you on the next video. So long.